The Hawks on their way to the locker room earlier, hoping to send their fans home happy tonight. It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. But take a look at the Grizzlies. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot.
And guys, when you look at Memphis, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And don't count on that coming to an end anytime soon. The talent level of this squad is off the charts. And with the momentum they're gathering here early in the year, it could steamroll through the season.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. We've got DeRozan. Zion Williamson is out there with Bird. Then there's Yao. And it's Archibald in at the point. And for Atlanta, the natural out there with Thomas. Then it's G. Then it's Big Smooth. And it's Clemens in at the small forward position. And this time of the season, Brent, you know this, what our front office is focused in on right now.
Well, teams got to be really honest about the arc of where it is their team is. Are they competitive? Are they playoff caliber? Are they championship caliber? And depending on where that is, you're going to be very patient with either development or you're going to be impatient to dive in to try to win a championship at all costs. So lots of time here to go, but decisions will be made as the season goes on.
Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Bird. Puts it up from 12. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Down low. Here's Gray. Taken away. About 1 minute into the first quarter. DeRozan's shot is off.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining.
Archibald passes to Yao. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Pass to Bird. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Gray. The Hawks with a quick start to this game. It's a 5-point game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Now here's Bird. Last time 14 points for him. Here's DeRozan. Yao with a screen on Thomas. And Yao slams it in.
Now check out Yao doing big man things. I mean, this guy's size makes those openings easy picking.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Gray. His last outing, he had 18 points. Thomas, that's good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
The Grizzlies on offense. They trail by 6. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
Here's Gray. Yao Ming picking up that last basket. Gray kicks to Gray. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Atlanta, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting two.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the strike. The Grizzlies trail by 6. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Chance to check out the stats for G. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Averaging 17 points per game, 6 assists and 7 rebounds. And you love how he facilitates their offense. Just a terrific decision maker.
So many times it's with the extra pass, and man, he's delivering.
Archibald passes to DeRozan. Now here's Bird. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Memphis shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Throw good. Bird.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
Here's Clemens, and we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. The Hawks again can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Bird. Rebound Atlanta.
And this quarter he has clearly been off the mark.
Clemens with the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Archibald after the basket by Atlanta. Intercepted. Here's Dean. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Williamson outside. DeRozan finds Bird. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 3 assists now in this one. Atlanta leading by 4. Outside Thomas. Pass to Clemens. There's the triple. Rebound by Yao.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Archibald passes to Bird. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
Here's Gray. Scoreless thus far. Over Williamson. Down with the block. Here's Archibald. Williamson outside. Archibald passes to Yao. Pass to Bird. That doesn't go either for Bird. The Hawks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 1. Bird right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bird's got 11 points.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Atlanta making a switch here. McGrady's checked in, and the Grizzlies also with the sub. Walton's checked in for Zion Williamson. Atlanta has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
And he makes the first. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Pass to DeRozan. Now Bird. McGrady covering. 5 to shoot. Inside. Here's Walton, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And here's Bird for three, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And this break gives us a moment to look at the leading playmakers among rookies for the past 10 games. Look at G, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, prime time.
And they're demonstrating the breadth of their offensive talent as far as creating. A great sign for both of them in their NBA development.
Here's Clemens. Walton defending. Dean. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Archibald passes to Yao. And he uses the glass on the layup. Yao's got his third basket of the night right there.
This is why they get Yao the ball inside. He's basically unguardable this close to the rim.
Hawks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. To the wing right side. Walton with the steal. DeRozan with it. Gray's there. Nice move. And DeRozan lays it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Tormenting his way through. DeRozan showing what he's made of.
McGrady outside. Yao with the block. DeRozan scanning the floor. Stolen away. McGrady against DeRozan. McGrady passes to Thomas. And stolen by Yao. And here's Bird for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Now here's Thomas. His last outing, he had 18 points. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Smith is checked in for Atlanta. West is checked in for Memphis. Substitution on the court. Here's Archibald. He had 15 points last outing. Picked by Yao. To the inside. It's stolen by G. Here's the break. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
DeRozan on the wing. Pass to West. Now inside. He had 15 points last outing. DeRozan for three. And that comes off the assist by Bill Walton. DeRozan's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies. Here is Schrempf. Back to McGrady. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Gray. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Kevin Duckworth is checked in for G. Mr. Clutch comes in for Schrempf. And it's Brown in for the natural. Then for the Grizzlies, James checked in for Yao. And Larry Bird sub for West.
Yeah, nobody represents the little guy in the NBA better than Nate Tiny Archibald. But forget about the nickname and understand that Tiny plays a big role on any team he's a part of.
Now here's Thomas. 10 points for him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Hawks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. The Grizzlies making a switch here. West is checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Walton is screen on Thomas. Here's LeBron, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
How about LeBron's patience there? The defender biting on the pump fake. Hard to stay down. It's LeBron James.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That free throw, no good.
And the sustained greatness of LeBron James, just something when you take a step back, you really marvel at. We truly have been witnesses to something special.
And he sinks the second. Atlanta has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly shows.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Now Brady passes to Clemens. Great D that time from Walton. Memphis trailing here. Pass to James. Walton a screen on Thomas. Back to Walton. And here's Bird. Clemens with the rebound. side, Thomas takes the three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Bird, right side. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Throw good. Bird. Schrempf, he's checked in for Thomas. And Memphis also making a switch. Edwards is checked in. Bird hits them both. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Schrempf, a screen on LeBron. To the middle. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And how about the agility coming from the big man? I mean, that's not something we often see from him.
You know, it's never going to be, Greg, a 360 dunk when he goes up with it, but it will be 2 points. We do know that.
Well, he's obviously got the length there to make those kind of plays. Just needs to attack more, and that time he did.
And even when under duress, Edwards stays calm, which is what allows him to still score on tough defense.
Now, here's Brown. He has yet to score. McGrady kicks to Brown. Schrempf, a screen on West. A runner. It's rebounded by Memphis. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. For Atlanta, they come in off a loss to Los Angeles.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
Well, you have to be able to use the three-point line in some way. It's just such a weapon. And in that game, it was just not there for him.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Outside Edwards. Over McGrady. No good on the last second attempt there. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And so it's Memphis with it. So with Thomas sitting on the bench. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Duckworth is out there with Mr. Clutch. Then there's Brown. Then it's Schrempf. And it's McGrady in at the 2. Bird misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Brown. Still without a basket. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times the coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor. Still has the hops. LeBron, one of the most forceful dunkers in the league.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
And you look at the natural. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
That has gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Walton, and Walton throws it down. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Thomas against Bird. Schrempf a screen on Bird. The three from Thomas. The rebound by Walton. Walton's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now here's Thomas. 12 points for him. Here's Duckworth. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Got to learn your lesson.
And so it's West with it. He brings it up for Memphis. They trail by 1. Outside Edwards. Pass to Bird. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. We always talk about getting good looks. Here's who's doing the best of it in the NBA. Big Smooth, he's checked in for Atlanta. And Memphis also making a switch. Williamson is checked in for LeBron. The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Schrempf a screen on Walton. Gray dishes to Schrempf. The kick out to Brown. Schrempf a screen on West. Brown outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Pass to West. Edwards against McGrady. Now here's Bird. It's hauled in by Thomas.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
The shake. The kick out to Brown. That's good. It's Thomas picking up the assist. Brown's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
We've got a timeout call by Taylor Jenkins. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Mr. Clutch is checked in for strength. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. So here is West. Still yet to score. Williamson kicks it to West. On the wing, DeRozan. McGrady covering. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Hawks head athletic trainer. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. It's amazing he's good to come back into the game. In fact, Kevin, he's already back in the game.
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
Yeah, we always think about when players go down, how terrible a blow it can be for the team. We wish him well and hope he's on the floor quickly.
Now here's Bird. He's got 13, 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land, and another miss by Memphis.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Here's Clemens. Good D by Williamson. The Grizzlies trail by 7. DeRozan passes.
Have it out of hat. Yeah, it looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Brown. He's got 6. Pass to Gray. Steps back and fires. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area. Really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size, with that kind of touch, that is money.
DeRozan against McGrady. Here's Bird. Count that one. Bird's got 15.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
So it's the Hawks now. Now Thomas, 12 points for him. McGrady outside. The kick out to Brown. Shot clock at 6. With the shot. Clemens, no good.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Outside DeRozan. Williamson outside. DeRozan in the corner. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady.
And DeRozan has mastered the art of the pump fake. He's been doing it for years, and people still buying it.
The first free throw is good.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
Schrempf, he's checked in for the Hawks. The natural comes in for Brown. Both free throws good from DeRozan. Atlanta leading by 3. It's Thomas on the wing. Down low, here's Gray, and he jams it with authority.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Memphis has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. DeRozan in the corner. Williamson outside. West a screen on Schrempf. Here's Williamson, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Sometimes it's the ripcord you have to pull guarding Zion. The only way to stop him is to foul him.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops.
We talk a lot about guys and the obstacles that they overcome. Williamson has faced many setbacks, but still staying committed to the game.
And he makes both free throws.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Thomas against DeRozan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on DeRozan. For Atlanta, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Thomas.
Their usual strong work at the line has been on display here tonight. Then again, they almost never have an off night at the stripe.
Now here's Williamson. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Indiana. Walton a screen on Thomas. Back to Walton. Out to the right wing. Thomas against DeRozan. Count that bucket. DeRozan's got 4 points this quarter.
So determined is DeRozan as he has piled up a ton of points in this league.
Pass to Gray. A 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Walton's got 7 rebounds in the game. And finished off by DeRozan.
And dynamite his legs. And DeRozan detonates at the rim.
Outside Thomas. Schrempf with it. Here's McGrady. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Hawks lead by 4.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Archibald. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. West outside. A 3-ball. Buries it from three-point range. West has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Thomas. McGrady kicks to Schrempf. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So for the Hawks, he's checked in for Schrempf. And it's Mr. Clutch in for Tracy McGrady. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Yao comes in for Walton. And it's Bird in for West. The Hawks leading. Here's Gray. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Clippers.
Let us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Thomas, that's good.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now here's Williamson. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. And finished off by DeRozan.
And you have to love how multi-layered DeRozan's game is. Such a fantastic score.
For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Outside Thomas. Here's Gray, covered by Williamson. Gray kicks to Gray. His three-pointers off the mark.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Outside DeRozan. Here's Williamson. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Williamson's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Gray dishes to G. Got that bucket in no time at all. G's got 10 points in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 4. To the paint. Here's Yao. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
To the inside. Here's Gray. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Now, here is Bird. He's got 15.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Atlanta's shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Here's Gray. Outside Thomas. Pass to Gray. Launches a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 4 assists now tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Outside DeRozan. Here's Archibald. Bird outside. Stolen by Thomas. Gray passes to Clemens. Here's Gray, defended by Bird. Lock at 6. Clemens. Pass to Gray. Here's Clemens. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
Team second.
For Atlanta, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from G. And G drops them both. 5 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Bird. He nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Atlanta. They're up by 5. We're going to to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league. And talking about power, Dr. O'Neill, exactly how many units of power do those top teams have?
Let me do some quick math. At least 3.7 gigashack, Ernie.
And dare I ask, how much power does 1 gigashack produce?
About 1,000 kilokines if you want to be a nerd about it. This is ridiculous. Next topic. Come on, stop it.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Hawks.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is finding them. Great execution so far, guys.
I'd say our halftime show is going just as smoothly. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Larry Bird displaying his skills today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Bird out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Yao. And it's Archibald in at the point guard position. Atlanta is shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Here's Gray. Pass to Gray. Hits the three-point bomb. Gray's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Williamson outside. Here's Archibald. Good work there as it goes. Archibald's got 5.
Zion continuing to work on his all-around game, and nice job of finding his teammate there.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Pass to Gray. Thomas a screen. Here's Clemens. Defended by Bird. Here's Clemens. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gray. It's rebounded by Memphis. Yao's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's DeRozan. Thomas with the block. And they get it back. Kick by Yao. Bird dishes to Yao. Here's Archibald. He's got 5.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Thomas surveying the D. Shot from the wing, and good that time. Thomas got 19 points.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Outside DeRozan. On the wing, Bird. Pick by Yao. The tray. G with the rebound. G's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And a block like that sends a message, one that says we're not giving up this lead.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Dean. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Well, this group of shooting guards has given us a little bit of something extra lately, including excellent rebounding, so you can see those numbers. And you look at Thomas, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
And a two-guard who's as prolific a rebounder as he is a rare breed in the NBA. You usually don't expect it from an off guard, but he's a big contributor on the glass.
A lot of big guys in the league that don't like to get touched up like he does at that 2 spot. So he gets in there, he bangs with the best of them, and then he competes for those rebounds.
Now, here's DeRozan, 15 points in the game. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Miami where they'll take on the Heat.
And that game against Brooklyn, this is what the fans have been wanting to see. 2 of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as the team to beat.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from DeRozan. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Atlanta. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Count it, good.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
And so it's Memphis with it. It's a 10-point game. Archibald passes to DeRozan. Williamson with a screen for DeRozan. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Ice ball movement here by Atlanta. Clemens with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Hey, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And so it's Memphis with it after the basket by Atlanta. Here's Archibald. He has 5. Williamson, the screen. And finished off by Williamson.
One thing Zion's learning to do is just set better screens. It's so effective for the offense.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Hawks leading by 10. Thomas with the ball. He's got 21. Shoots over DeRozan. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And that's 23 points for prime time. Here's Archibald. G with the rebound. G's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Gray passes to Gray. Here's Dean. The shot from the low post is good. G's got 4 points this quarter.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
DeRozan against Thomas. Takes the 13-footer. G with the rebound.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Here's Gray. Pass to G. Shoots over Bird. Over to the wing. Here's Gray. No good from outside. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Here's Williamson. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for DeMar DeRozan. He's around 10 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Thomas passes to Clemens. Here's Gray. No one near him. Gray, that's good. Gray's got 10 points in the game.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
So right, David, we could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hawks.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3 ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight of converting on those chances.
The first one falls. And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players, and certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time, and these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less, but it's still fun to poke at the rookies just a little bit.
Here's Archibald. He has 5. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Bird. Rebounded by the Hawks.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Gray's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Bird outside. And the call will be against Primetime. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Atlanta making a switch here. McGrady's checked in. Yao kicks to Walton. And the foul called on G. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's Archibald. Pass to Walton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Big Smooth. 10th in steals, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. He doesn't get the second one. The Hawks leading by 15. Here's McGrady. Drills it from outside. McGrady's got 6.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Here's Archibald. 5 points in the game. Outside DeRozan. Bird outside. It's deflected. Here's Gray. G dishes to Gray. There's the screen. A shot by McGrady, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Here's Archibald. Driving inside. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. We take a look at the Hawks. Holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far.
And right now for Atlanta, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
Yao kicks to Bird. Memphis moving that ball around. Clock at 4. Here's DeRozan, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady.
And if you go over the course of his career, DeRozan has increased his trips to the line. I mean, thanks in large part to getting more aggressive offensively.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Atlanta leading by 16. Here's G. 16 points for him. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. First free throw is good. And G drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's Gray. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. McGrady against DeRozan. Gray kicks to Schrempf. A three-pointer, no good. Grizzlies shooting 43% for the game. Inside, DeRozan. That's tipped. Here's Dean. Hands it from downtown. G's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Bird. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Atlanta leading by 19 points. And here is McGrady. He has 6. G, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bird outside. Pass to Archibald. 6 to shoot. Walton a screen on Schrempf. Archibald passes to Walton. Here's Team. It's rebounded by Memphis. Walton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Walton. DeRozan's got 23.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Pass to Gray. Down low. Here's Clemens. Great D that time from Walton. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Here's Bird. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far.
Larry Bird, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Bird. Brown is checked in for the Hawks. Bird hits them both. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Brown deciding where to go with it. Here's Team. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Bill Walton.
At the line for 2.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. There's a minute 40 left to play here in the third. Edwards against McGrady. Edwards making a statement.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
The Hawks leading by 14. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Shot clock at 5. Dean. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. 24 points for G.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
And 1:01 left here in the third quarter. Schrempf against Bird. Kicks it out to James. James cooking from deep.
Oh, and the three ball's still there for James. Not only is it there, it's getting more and more effective.
Brown outside. Here's G. Walton defending. Back to Brown. Pocket 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. G, no good. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 13. Bird finds Edwards. From 6 feet. Edwards loves it in there.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times.
Here's Dean. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
The defense has to be besides themselves there. Terrific shot to close out the quarter by him.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So Johnson sitting on the bench. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Tracy McGrady is out there with Brown. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Big Smooth. And it's tucked in at the center position.
LeBron James. His first team foul. At the line for your Hawks. Thomas. Shooting 1.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. Williamson is screen on McGrady. It's tipped. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Here's West. Williamson outside. Pass to Walton. Memphis moving it around. Shot clock at 6. And DeRozan kicks to LeBron. Thomas dishes to McGrady. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies shooting in this game 45%. DeRozan passes to James. Floats one. James absolutely owning the inside.
I swear LeBron James doesn't have 4. He's got 6 gears. Could finish with force, but also switch it up. Nice soft floater there.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Gray. Thomas. This one for three. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
And it's Walton missing. Atlanta leading by 15. From the arc. The three-pointer is right on target. And it's 13 points for Big Smooth.
Now, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop it.
Now here's James. Poked away and stolen by Thomas. Fires for three. Another three for Atlanta.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
James against Thomas. LeBron left side. Missed with a wide open look. And again, Memphis no good. Atlanta's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Williamson finds DeRozan. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Now here's James. Yep, it counts.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
The Hawks leading by 19 points. Brown the pass to Duckworth. Thomas with it. And there's the drive. Plays it up and banks it in. Thomas got 31 points.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
DeRozan against McGrady. Kicks it out to LeBron. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
3 points.
DeRozan's got 5 assists tonight. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Thomas passes to McGrady. Here's Gray, covered by Williamson. There's Thomas with the three. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's an 18-point game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And that's an aggressive take there by DeRozan. And no doubt the coaches will appreciate his ability to attack the defense.
Shoot 2.
And the first one comes. So for the Hawks, G's checked in for Duckworth. Schrempf comes in for Thomas. And it's the natural in for Brown. Yao, he's checked in for Memphis. DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him, and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
And stolen by Yao. West passes to Williamson. Over G. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Mr. Clutch is checked in for Detlef Schrempf. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Here's Archibald. Got a hand on it. Fast break, the Hawks. Ahead, here's Dean. And it's Williamson with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 16. And there's Jerry West on the assist from Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists tonight. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to McGrady. Traps in the tray. And the Hawks lead by 17.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
And so it's Memphis with it. Following the three from Tracy McGrady to the inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Shooting for Memphis, Larry Bird. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Throw good. Bird. LeBron's checked in for Williamson. And so he hits both. The Hawks leading by 15. Here's Gray. Pass to Gray. McGrady, a screen on LeBron. To the middle. West with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's James. Rebound Atlanta. Clemson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Gray. LeBron with the block.
Big time swat. LeBron James making his presence felt.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. West outside from deep. Rebound by the Hawks.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Gray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the Hawks making a change here. Schrempf's checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. DeRozan's checked in. And the second free throw, good. The Grizzlies trail by 18. West outside. Yao with a screen on McGrady. And it's West missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Dean. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bird outside. Six on the shot clock. With the drive. It's deflected.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
McGrady kicks to Schrempf. Pass to Clemens. Atlanta again missing.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Here's Dean. And the layup falls. G's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Memphis moving that ball around. Bird finds West. G with the rebound. G's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
The Grizzlies trail by 20. Pass to Yao. Back to West. Here's Archibald. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in the scouting, the intel work to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
All the officials are all over that.
Shooting for Memphis, Larry Bird at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
Throw good. Bird. Big Smooth. He's checked in for Atlanta. The Grizzlies also making a change. Zion Williamson's checked in for West. Bird hits them both. Here's G. Oh, we're going to see an ejection here, guys. Oh, boy, that's his second flagrant one foul of the game, and that's going to do it.
And it's a much earlier end to this game for him than he would have wanted. He brought it on himself, though, Kevin. I mean, 2 fouls that were way too forceful.
Hey, G, the official's not cutting him any slack on the second one, but that usually is the way it goes. You know, once you've crossed the line and committed the first flagrant, there's a zero-tolerance policy. We all know that when it comes to the next one. Walton's checked in for the Grizzlies. That free throw good from G. A trend in the NBA, and one, Brent, that I like, new downtown arenas. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, Kevin, it's because you love to eat so much, and the restaurants are nearby, so walking distance helps. But, yeah, it invigorates the city. You have people clamoring to get to the arena, to get out of the offices early, and it really brings the community together. So you love to see that kind of energy and buzz around any NBA stadium.
Here's Gray. Pass to G. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Memphis has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Archibald passes to DeRozan. And here's Bird. Clemens with the rebound. Clemson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here's Archibald. Pass to DeRozan. Now here's Bird. Back to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
And Bird gets a lot of love for his scoring ability, but he's also an outstanding passer for his position.
Here's Atlanta. They're on a 15-6 run. McGrady outside. Here's Gray, covered by Williamson. Clemens, and the foul called on G. That's foul number 2 for him. Atlanta making some changes. Duckworth comes in for G, and it's Leitner in for Big Smooth. And for Memphis, their shooting has been dreadful lately, around 28% here in the fourth. Here's DeRozan, and the layup's good off the glass. And it's 29 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
The Hawks leading by 21. There's 1:59 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Leitner. McGrady outside. Good on the triple. McGrady's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hawks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for G.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Now, here is Bird. From deep three-point land, out to DeRozan, goes back up, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's 31 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And if there were ever a pivot you'd like to run the offense through, look no further than Bill Walton. Has that sixth sense for how a play should develop.
Here's Brown, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Third person, team sport. At the line for Atlanta, Brett Brown. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Good on both. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Archibald passes to Walton. Here's Williamson. Memphis moving it around to the paint. Can't connect from short range. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
DeRozan against Brown. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And now we present the player of the game, G.